Welcome to Canada, the podcast that helps you prepare for your Canadian adventure with clarity and confidence. Hello, future newcomers, and welcome to your Canadian Prep Zone. You're listening to episode number 19, and it is recorded in January 2026. I'm Emma, your host and your international mobility coach. I'm here to help you prepare, plan, and thrive in your move to Canada. Today, I'm going to talk to you about Alberta. And since you're wondering, let me answer the question right away. People from Alberta are called Albertans. Feel free to drop that little fact at your next dinner party. It always makes an impression. Alberta is located in the Canadian Prairies, a region that includes Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. It lies between British Columbia to the west and Saskatchewan to the east, south of the Northwest Territories, and north of the U.S. state of Montana. Alberta represents approximately 6.6% of Canada's total land area. The province is known for its spectacular landscapes, the Rocky Mountains in the west, vast plains in the center, and semi-arid regions in the south. If you are the wild nature type, Alberta is essentially a gigantic playground with national parks, glaciers, and turquoise blue lakes. In other words, postcard views are pretty much guaranteed. Its three main cities are Calgary, Edmonton, the provincial capital, and Red Deer. And of course, at this point, you may be wondering, are there still cowboys in Alberta? Well, yes, Western culture is still very much alive here. Every year, events like the Calgary Stampede celebrate this heritage. That said, don't expect to run into cowboys at every street corner. That part is mostly reserved to John Wayne's movies. Alberta has a continental climate, which means cold winters and warm summers. In Edmonton, average summer temperatures range between 12 and 22 Celsius degrees, while winter temperatures generally fall between minus 10 and minus 20 Celsius degrees, with colder extremes at times. One of the most striking features about Alberta's climate is how quickly it can change. It can be warm in the morning and snow by the evening. Quite honestly, checking the weather once a day is not enough. You need to stay on top of it. In short, pack both a jacket and a swimsuit. According to the 2021 census, Alberta had a population of approximately 4.3 million people, representing about 11.53% of Canada's total population. Roughly 23% of residents are immigrants. The largest immigrant communities come from the Philippines, followed by India, China, and the United States. English is the main language spoken in Alberta, followed by Tagalog and Punjabi. The median age in Alberta is 38.4 years, making it one of the younger provinces in Canada. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, but there is none. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm the sponsor of the show right now. Today's episode is brought to you by my one-on-one coaching services. Thinking about immigrating to Canada but feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or pulled in too many directions? You're not alone, and you don't have to do it alone. I offer customized one-on-one support to help you move forward with clarity and confidence. From creating your departure strategy to finding a job, planning your budget, or securing housing, we will tackle it all, step by step in a clear and structured way. Book a coaching session with me today and let's turn your Canadian dream into a real plan. For more details, click the link in the show notes. If Alberta's economy had to be summed up in two words, they would be oil and gas. The province is at the heart of Canada's oil and gas industry, particularly with its oil sands. But that's not the whole picture. Alberta also has a strong agricultural sector, a growing tech industry, and of course, tourism. Think Banff and Jasper. However, there is a catch. Because the economy is closely tied to natural resources, it tends to be cyclical, with boom periods and quieter ones. If you love wide open spaces, Alberta will not disappoint. The province is home to two of the most famous national parks in the world, Banff and Jasper, with their dramatic mountains, emerald-colored lakes, and impressive glaciers. In winter, ski resorts such as Lake Louise in Sunshine Village rank among the best in North America. Between hiking, skiing, camping, and wildlife observation, boredom is not really an option. And in Drumheller, you can even see dinosaurs. But don't worry, according to the latest reports, they're no longer alive. I have given you a broad overview of the province. And yes, Alberta can offer an exceptional quality of life. The real question, however, is this. Is Alberta the right province for your immigration project to Canada? Because admiring Alberta's landscapes from afar is one thing, but building a sustainable life there is another. And I assume that what you are aiming for is not just to get by, but to actually live well. So, if I were advising you, these are some of the questions we would cover together. Are you prepared to deal with a sometimes harsh climate, including long and dry winters? Does a conservative province align with your values and expectations? What are the unemployment rates and typical salary ranges in your field? How much control does a landlord have over rent increases year after year? These are not casual questions. They are structuring questions. They are what allow an immigration project to rest on solid foundations. If you want clear, reliable data to help you choose the right province, or if you're hesitating between two provinces, this is exactly where professional guidance makes a difference. Because here is the reality. Most newcomers make their decision based on incomplete information. A friend's experience, a few articles online, reels on Instagram, or what sounds exciting. But immigration isn't a vacation. It's a life-changing investment of time, money, and energy. I'll repeat myself. As an immigrant, you're not choosing a vacation destination. You're choosing a future place to live, a place where you'll need a job, an income, housing, and a sustainable work-life balance. Choosing the right province can fast-track your career, your settlement, and your family's quality of life. Choosing the wrong province can cost you months of frustration, thousands of dollars, and even derail your entire plan. The link to book a coaching session with me is in the episode show notes. Let me give you 3 takeaways from this episode. First takeaway, Alberta is an endless playground for outdoor enthusiasts. With the Canadian Rockies, world-famous parks like Banff and Jasper, striking blue lakes and vast open plains, it's a paradise for nature lovers. Second takeaway, Alberta is indeed a land of opportunity, but not without trade-off. Its economy can be cyclical. Winters are long and cold, even if they are often sunny. Third takeaway, immigration, employment, housing, and cost of living are not details. They are core variables. You can research them on your own, spend hours sorting through information that may be outdated or inaccurate. Or you can work with a mobility coach who knows how to analyze these factors quickly and realistically. The choice is yours. But if I may offer one final piece of professional advice, look beyond the postcard. Beautiful scenery has never paid the bills at the end of the month. You can find the notes for this episode in the Learn section of my website, bienvenueaucanada.ca. This will allow you to review the key points of the episode. And yes, even if the name of my website is in French, the articles are in English. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening until the end. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe to the podcast, give it many stars, and leave a comment. It will make me happy, but more than that, it'll help new people discover the podcast.